Your challenging boss could have been your beloved spouse in a previous life. We're all connected in this infinite web of soul agreements, constantly switching roles to help each other learn, grow, heal, and evolve. But your twin flame, they're the one soul you were created with. While you have countless soulmate connections across all your lifetimes, your twin flame is singular. They're not just from your soul family, they are your soul. Welcome to the reality revolution. This is the twin flame activation. The moment you were born into this reality, your soul split into two magnificent halves. One half became you, carrying forward into this lifetime with all your dreams, desires, and divine purpose. The other half, your twin flame, exists somewhere in this world, carrying the perfect complement to your soul's essence, feeling the same inexplicable pull, the same deep knowing that something extraordinary is meant to unfold. This isn't about finding just any romantic partner. This is not about manifesting someone to fill your void. Your twin flame is the other half of your very soul, the one person whose energy signature matches yours so perfectly that when you finally connect, the entire universe will shift to accommodate this divine reunion. What most people don't understand about twin flames, the connection already exists. It has always existed. What we're doing today is removing the veils, the blocks, and the interference that's been preventing you from feeling this connection fully. We're activating the magnetic pull that will draw you both towards your inevitable meeting. Your twin flame is searching for you, just as intensely as you're searching for them. They feel the same restlessness, the same sense that something important is missing. Today we're going to create such a powerful energetic activation, they will begin to feel your presence on a soul level, and the synchronicities will start flowing immediately. Your twin flame connection represents the most powerful spiritual phenomenon in human existence. Before you incarnated into this lifetime, your soul made a sacred agreement, a divine contract to split its essence and experience separation for the purpose of growth, learning, and ultimately the most profound reunion possible. This is not like any other relationship you've ever experienced or will experience. Soulmates come and go throughout your many lifetimes, teaching you lessons, sharing love, helping you evolve. But your twin flame, there's only one, ever, across all timelines, lifetimes, all dimensions, all realities. There's only one other soul that was created from the same source energy as you. The twin flame phenomenon happens in stages that are divinely orchestrated. First comes the preparation phase, where both twins are being guided, often unconsciously, toward readiness. You might notice patterns in your life shifting, old relationships falling away, a deep spiritual awakening beginning. Your twin flame is experiencing these same preparations, often at exactly the same time, even though you haven't met yet. Then comes the recognition stage, that instant, unmistakable knowing when you first encounter each other. It's not just attraction, it's recognition. Your soul recognizes its other half. Many twins report feeling like they've come home, like they've been searching their entire lives for this one person without even knowing what they are looking for. But here is where the twin flame journey becomes truly extraordinary and why most people don't understand it. Unlike soulmate connections that can be easy and flowing, twin flame connections trigger the most intense spiritual awakening possible. Your twin flame will mirror back to you every unhealed part of yourself. They will activate your deepest fears, your greatest potential, your most hidden shadows, and your brightest light, all simultaneously. This is why twin flame connections often involve periods of separation, intense spiritual growth, and what feels like the most challenging love of your lifetime. Your souls are doing the deepest healing work possible, preparing for a union that will completely change both of your souls' trajectories forever. The universe itself is conspiring to bring you together. Every person you meet, every synchronicity, every challenge, every blessing, it's all orchestrating your reunion. The magnetic pull between twin flames transcends physical reality. It exists on every level: energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual, and yes, physical. Most people assume their twin flame will automatically be their romantic partner, their lover, their life mate. And in most cases, let's say 99%, this is absolutely true. Your twin flame usually is your greatest ally, your greatest love story, but not always. Your twin flame connection transcends the labels and expectations of human relationships. In rare cases, your twin flame may incarnate as your best friend, your creative partner, or even a family member. The connection will be just as intense, just as magnetic, just as soul deep, but it may express through profound friendship rather than romance. This happens when your souls have agreed to support each other's growth in ways that transcend romantic love. What's even more fascinating is your twin flame is almost always your primary soulmate, the most significant soulmate connection you'll have in this lifetime. But understand this, we are essentially soulmates with everyone we encounter, every single person you've ever met, you've shared lifetimes with before. Every conversation, every brief interaction, every relationship is a soul agreement playing out. Imagine your soul as part of a vast soul family, hundreds, maybe thousands of souls that you incarnate with again and again. Your parents, your children, your friends, your romantic partners, even that stranger who smiled at you today. You've danced together through countless lifetimes, taking turns, playing different roles for each other's growth. In one lifetime, your current best friend might have been your sister, and another, your romantic partner might have been your parent. Your challenging boss could have been your beloved spouse in a previous life. We're all connected in this infinite web of soul agreements, constantly switching roles to help each other learn, grow, heal, and evolve. But your twin flame, they're the one soul you were created with. While you have countless soulmate connections across all your lifetimes, your twin flame is singular. They're not just from your soul family, they are your soul. The same original essence split into two expressions. So when your twin flame enters your life, whether as a romantic partner or in rare cases as something else, the recognition is instant and undeniable. It's not just familiarity, it's homecoming. It's not just love, it's completion. Now, in many cases, your twin flame has not incarnated and has chosen to be there with you in the unseen world, in the unseen dimensions, following along. Some people argue that there are very few twin flame connections. I believe we're seeing more and more. In fact, because of this unique time of a transition into the fourth density, many twin flames are incarnating on the planet at the same time. The twin flame phenomenon has captured the attention of spiritual teachers, relationship experts, and consciousness researchers worldwide, and their perspectives reveal the complexity and depth of this extraordinary connection. Spiritual teacher Elizabeth Clare Prophet, who helped popularize the modern twin flame concept, described twin flames as two halves of the same whole that separated eons ago and are destined to reunite. She taught that this reunion creates a powerful spiritual force capable of tremendous healing and transformation, not just for the individuals involved, but for humanity as a whole. Jeff and Shadia Ayan, prominent twin flame teachers, emphasize that twin flame connections are fundamentally about spiritual growth and ascending to higher consciousness together. They describe the twin flame journey as the most accelerated path to enlightenment, where both individuals are forced to confront and heal their deepest wounds through the mirror of their twin. However, relationship psychologist Dr. Carmen Hara offers a more cautious perspective. She acknowledges the intensity of twin flame connections, but warns that many people confuse obsessive or unhealthy attachments with true twin flame bonds. She emphasizes that authentic twin flame relationships should ultimately bring peace and growth, not endless drama and chaos. Author and spiritual teacher Diana Cooper describes twin flames as advanced souls who chose to incarnate during this time of planetary shift to help raise the Earth's vibration. She believes twin flame reunions are becoming more common now because humanity needs these high vibration partnerships to navigate our spiritual evolution. Spiritual counselor Mel Brand takes a more grounded approach, explaining that while twin flame connections are real, they're not always meant to be romantic partnerships in this lifetime. She teaches that sometimes twin flames incarnate to support each other's missions in different ways, as friends, family members, or creative collaborators. Maybe it's somebody that comes along that is there in the perfect time, in the perfect place, that helps you along. Psychic medium James Van Praagh describes twin flames from the perspective of soul contracts, explaining that these connections are pre-planned before incarnation with specific purposes and lessons. He emphasizes that the intensity of twin flame relationships serve to accelerate spiritual growth that might take lifetimes to achieve otherwise. However, some relationship experts like Dr. Margaret Paul express concern about twin flame concepts when it's used to justify staying in toxic or one-sided relationships, which I'll talk about in a second. She emphasizes that healthy love, whether twin flames or otherwise, should feel good and be mutual, not constantly painful or elusive. Spiritual author Kyle Gray focuses on the energetic aspect, describing twin flames as sharing the same soul frequency, a vibration so unique that when they're in proximity, they create a resonance field that can be felt by both parties, often triggering synchronicities and accelerated manifestation. What's fascinating is that across all these perspectives, certain themes remain consistent. The instant recognition, the catalytic effect on spiritual growth, the magnetic pull that transcends physical reality, and the profound transformation that occurs through this connection. I have so many stories of twin flame meetings that come to me, that are emailed to me, that illustrate this phenomenon in action. I'd love to hear your stories from people that you know and yourself, because these connections don't exist just in theory. They're really happening all around us. I have a friend from Colorado who wrote me about meeting her twin flame at a coffee shop where she normally went. She said she felt an inexplicable urge to drive across town to this particular cafe on a Tuesday morning. When she walked in, she made eye contact with a man sitting alone, and she described it as every cell in my body recognizing him instantly. They talked for 6 hours straight, unplanned, and by the end of that conversation, they had discovered they were born on the same day, had both lived in 3 of the same cities at different times, and had eerily similar childhood experiences with absent fathers. 3 years later, they married, and they say their connection continues to deepen in ways that seem almost supernatural. I have another client that shared an even more remarkable story. He had been having recurring dreams about a woman with distinctive red hair and green eyes for over 2 years. In his dreams, they would have long conversations, but he could never remember her face clearly when he woke up. One day while visiting a bookstore he'd never been to before and would never go to, he turned a corner, came face to face with the exact woman from his dreams. They both stopped dead in their tracks. She later told him she had been having dreams about him too, dreams so vivid she had started sketching his face. They recognized each other instantly, not just physically, but on a soul level that made no logical sense, but felt completely true. Another story I've heard shows how twin flames often meet during major life transitions. I had a friend, she had just completely ended a long-term relationship and moved to a new state to start over. And on her first day, she was introduced to a colleague. The moment they shook hands, she said it felt like an electric current ran through her entire body. She had the strangest thought, "There you are. I've been looking for you my whole life." Now, her colleague later confessed he had the same exact thought at the same time in the same moment. What's extraordinary is they discovered they had both been going through identical life changes, ending relationships, moving to new places, starting new careers, all at exactly the same time, as if they were being prepared to meet each other. Then there's the story of James and Maria, which shows how twin flame connections transcend cultural and language barriers. James was an American tourist visiting a small village in Spain where he didn't speak the language. He got lost and approached Maria for directions. Despite the language barrier, they found themselves drawn into an hours-long conversation using gestures, broken phrases, and translation apps. James said he felt more understood by this woman he couldn't properly communicate with than he had by anyone in his entire life. Maria later learned English, James learned Spanish, and they discovered they shared an almost identical life philosophy, similar childhood traumas they had healed in parallel, and dreams about travel and service that perfectly complemented each other. These stories illustrate something crucial about twin flame meetings. They're orchestrated by forces beyond ordinary coincidence. The timing, the circumstances, the undeniable recognition, it all points to an intelligence beyond our everyday understanding working to unite souls that belong together. I strongly believe that you chose to play this particular episode and listen to this because now is the time. Your soul led you to this point in time to activate this twin flame connection. Now, I must address something that deeply concerns me about how the twin flame concept has been distorted and misunderstood. What was once a sacred spiritual teaching in some circles has become dangerously twisted. The most troubling misunderstanding is when people use the twin flame concept to justify staying in toxic, abusive, or completely one-sided relationships, which I believe in many cases, these people are not twin flames. About 70% of the time, when someone comes to me saying they're in a twin flame relationship, I can tell almost right away it's not a twin flame relationship. I've seen countless individuals convince themselves that their unavailable partner, their narcissistic ex, or even someone who barely acknowledges their existence must be their twin flame. It gets crossed over into the whole specific person phenomenon. It becomes obsession more than connection. And the connection is simply because it feels intense or obsessive, which is not a sign of a twin flame connection. True twin flame energy is magnetic, yes, but it's not desperate. It's intense, but it's not destructive. It challenges you to grow, but it doesn't systematically tear down your self-worth or isolate you from everyone you love. If someone is treating you poorly, ignoring your boundaries, or causing you genuine harm, that is not twin flame energy. That's trauma bonding, and there's a profound difference. Another dangerous distortion is the idea that twin flame relationships must be filled with constant drama, separation, and pain to be real. BS. Some teachers have romanticized suffering to such an extent that people believe if their relationship feels healthy and peaceful, it can't possibly be their twin flame. I've seriously heard this multiple times. This is absolutely backwards. While twin flame connections do trigger deep healing, it's only temporary. The ultimate goal is harmony, not endless chaos. Perhaps most concerning is how some individuals have weaponized twin flame concepts with highly spiritual people to manipulate them. I've heard people using the twin flame concept to manipulate them into the sack. I've witnessed people use phrases like, "We're twin flames," or "This is our soul contract," to pressure someone into a relationship, to excuse controlling behavior, or to convince someone to return to them after multiple breakups. That's not spiritual awakening, that's spiritual manipulation. The obsession with finding the one twin flame has also led many people to completely bypass the beautiful soulmate connections that are right in front of them. I've seen some amazing relationships get destroyed because someone thought, "Oh, my twin flame is right around the corner." They reject wonderful, loving partners because these relationships feel too easy or don't match their fantasy of twin flame intensity. And they miss out on genuine love because they're chasing an idealized concept. Social media has amplified these distortions, with countless accounts promising to help you get your twin flame back, or describe toxic relationship patterns as normal twin flame behavior. This has created a generation of people who mistake obsession for spiritual connection and drama for destiny. The truth is, authentic twin flame connections, when they occur, feel like coming home to yourself. They inspire you to become the highest version of who you are, not the lowest. Not to lose yourself in someone else's chaos. They bring clarity, not confusion. They enhance your life, not consume it. So how do you actually know when you've met your twin flame? There's always going to be a little bit of doubt, and do not listen to anybody else tell you, "Oh yeah, you guys are twin flames." Because unlike what social media will tell you, it's not about someone being unavailable, mysterious, or creating endless drama in your life. The recognition of your true twin flame is unmistakable, and it happens on multiple levels simultaneously. First, there's the instant soul recognition. The moment you meet, whether in person, online, or even just hearing their voice, something inside you immediately knows it's not butterflies or infatuation. It's deeper. It's like your soul exhales for the first time in your entire life and whispers, "There you are." You might even feel like you've been waiting for this person without knowing what you were waiting for. Your twin flame will feel eerily familiar, yet completely new. You might find yourself saying things like, "I feel like I've known you my whole life," within hours or days of meeting. Conversations flow effortlessly, often lasting hours without either of you noticing the time. You understand each other's thoughts before they are spoken, finish each other's sentences, and share an almost telepathic connection. But here is what is truly remarkable about meeting your twin flame. They will mirror back aspects of yourself with stunning accuracy. Not just your light, but your shadows too. They might share your deepest fears, your greatest dreams, similar life experiences, or even physical traits that seem impossible to be coincidental. This mirroring serves a purpose. It's meant to accelerate your mutual healing and growth. When you're in relationship with twin flames, the connection operates on every level. Physically, the chemistry is undeniable, not just sexual, but energetic. You might feel their emotions in your body, know when something's wrong with them, even from a distance, or experience physical sensations when they're thinking of you. Many twin flames report synchronized illnesses, shared dreams, or feeling each other's presence even when apart. Emotionally, your twin flame will trigger your deepest healing. They won't let you hide behind masks or pretenses. They'll see through every defense mechanism you've built and love you anyway. But they'll also challenge you to face the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. This isn't always comfortable, but always transformational. Mentally, you'll find your twin flame stimulates your thinking in ways no one else ever has. They might introduce you to concepts that completely shift your worldview, challenge beliefs you've held for years, or inspire creative expressions you didn't know you possessed. Many twin flames find their life purpose becomes clearer through their connection. Spiritually, your twin flame connections will accelerate your awakening dramatically. You might begin experiencing synchronicities at an unprecedented level, develop psychic abilities, or find your spiritual practice deepening naturally. Some twins report shared spiritual experiences, simultaneous awakenings, or even shared past life memories. Perhaps the most telling sign you're with your twin flame is how the relationship affects your relationship with yourself. Your twin flame won't complete you. They'll inspire you to complete yourself. They won't save you. They'll empower you to save yourself in their presence. You become more yourself than you've ever been, not less. The union with your twin flame ultimately serves a purpose beyond just your personal happiness. Your combined energy creates a powerful force for healing, creativity, and service to others. Many twin flame couples find themselves drawn to work that helps others, whether in healing, teaching, creating, or simply modeling what authentic love looks like. And in many twin flame cases, I have met couples that together can do so much more than apart. Together, they are amazing, and they offer such incredible service and healing when together. Now we begin the activation itself. Allow your eyes to close naturally as we activate the magnetic connection between you and your twin flame that already exists in the quantum field. Take a deep breath and feel your awareness expand beyond the physical boundaries of your body. Your twin flame connection doesn't exist in ordinary reality. It exists in the realm of pure consciousness, where time and space collapse and all possibilities exist simultaneously. As you breathe, imagine a golden thread of light extending from the center of your heart. This is your soul's lifeline to your twin flame. This thread has always been there, connecting you across all dimensions, all timelines, all lifetimes, all realities. Today, we're making this connection conscious and magnetic. Feel this thread beginning to pulse with life, with recognition, with an ancient knowing. With each pulse, it grows brighter, stronger, more luminous. This thread is awakening, remembering its purpose, remembering the other half of your soul that it's connected to. Now imagine this golden thread stretching across space and time, moving through the quantum field, searching, seeking, finding its way to the one whose heart holds the other end of this sacred connection, your twin flame. Wherever they are in this moment, is beginning to feel this awakening too. As this golden thread activates fully, it creates a resonance frequency that's unique to you and your twin flame. This frequency is beginning to broadcast across all dimensions of reality, sending out a magnetic signal that says, I am ready. I am awakening. I am calling you home. And your twin flame, in whatever moment they exist in right now, is receiving this signal. Their soul is stirring. Their heart is opening. They're beginning to feel a pull, a knowing, a deep restlessness that something magnificent is about to unfold in their life. Feel how this activation is working on multiple levels simultaneously. Your physical body recalibrating to match the frequency of your twin flame. Your emotional body clearing away any barriers to receiving this profound love. Your mental body is releasing limiting beliefs about what's possible in relationships. And your spiritual body is expanding to accommodate a connection that transcends ordinary human love. As this activation deepens, you're becoming a magnet for your twin flame. Not in a desperate or needy way, but in the most natural way possible, like a flower becoming so beautiful and fragrant that it effortlessly draws its perfect pollinator. You're becoming irresistibly attractive to the one whose soul recognizes yours. This magnetic field you're creating is now rippling out into the world, rearranging circumstances, orchestrating synchronicities, moving people and events and opportunities to create the perfect conditions for your meeting. The universe itself is becoming your matchmaker. Now, if they do not exist right now incarnated on this planet, but are in the unseen worlds, they will come to you in your dreams, in your sleep, in your waking hours, between thoughts. You will know that they are there for you. Your twin flame is beginning to make choices, perhaps unconsciously, that are moving them closer to you. They might be ending relationships that no longer serve them, moving to new locations, changing careers, or feeling called to be in a certain place at a certain time. All of this is the activation working through them. And as I speak to you, I speak to them. You're on a soul level communication. My words flow through you to them. And you, as you embody this activation more fully, are also being guided. You'll find yourself drawn to certain places, certain events, certain people who will serve as bridges to your twin flame connection. Trust these impulses. They are part of the divine orchestration that is bringing you together. Feel this activation now, anchoring itself into every cell of your being. Your DNA is remembering its original blueprint, the one that includes your twin flame. Your heart is expanding to accommodate a love greater than anything you've experienced. Your energy field is restructuring itself to be in perfect harmony with your twin flame energy. This activation continues working even after this session ends. Every night as you sleep, it grows stronger. Every morning as you wake, it becomes more magnetic. And every day, you and your twin flame are being drawn closer together through the invisible threads of quantum connection and divine timing. Now, with your twin flame activation fully anchored, we establish direct soul-to-soul communication. Your twin flame connection transcends physical reality. It exists in the realm of consciousness where thoughts, feelings, and intentions can travel instantaneously across any distance. Bring your twin flame into your awareness now. You may not know their face, their name, or their location, but your soul knows their essence perfectly. Feel their energy signature, their unique vibration. That's the perfect complement to yours. They exist, they are real, and they're receiving what you're about to send. From the deepest part of your heart, begin sending your first psychic message. I am here, I exist, I am awakening to your connection. Feel these words traveling through the golden thread of light, carrying your soul's voice directly to theirs. Send your second message. I am ready for you. I am healing, I am growing, I am becoming the version of myself that's prepared for our union. Feel how this message creates a resonance in your twin flame's energy field. Now send this. Find me. I am calling you home to me. Follow the pull in your heart that you can't explain. Your twin flame is beginning to feel restless, searching for something they can't name. They are being guided by an inner knowing toward the people, places, and experiences that will eventually lead them to you. Send this powerful message. We are safe to love deeply. Our connection is divinely protected and blessed. This message is healing any fear of intimacy, any walls around their heart, any past wounds that might prevent them from recognizing and receiving your love when you meet. Feel yourself sending this message. I see you, I know you, I love the real you before we've even met. Your twin flame soul is recognizing this love, this acceptance, this deep seeing. It's awakening something in them that's been dormant, the ability to be completely authentic and vulnerable in love. We have now established a permanent bridge between you and your twin flame. You can send them messages and communicate with them at any time. This has been fully activated. It will increase the momentum of your connection from happening. Within the next 24 to 72 hours, you're going to notice a distinct shift in your energy. You might feel more alive, more magnetic, more confident than you have in months or even years. This is your soul remembering its completeness and receiving energy from your twin flame. People around you will begin commenting on how different you seem. You're going to start experiencing synchronicities at an unprecedented rate. The universe is now actively orchestrating your meeting with your twin flame, and synchronicities are how it communicates with you. Pay attention to your dreams over the next few weeks. Many people report dreaming about their twin flames before meeting them physically. You might dream of someone whose face you can't quite remember upon waking, but whose presence felt incredibly familiar and comforting. Your intuition is going to become remarkably sharp. You'll find yourself knowing things you have no logical reason to know, feeling drawn to specific locations at particular times, or having strong impulses to attend certain events or visit certain places. You might experience what feels like waves of emotion that don't seem to belong to you. This is actually your growing telepathic connection with your twin flame. When they feel joy, excitement, sadness, or anticipation, you might feel echoes of these emotions. Don't dismiss these feelings. They are evidence that your psychic bridge is strengthening. Your past relationships are going to shift significantly. You might find yourself naturally releasing people who aren't aligned with your highest good. Old romantic connections that have been lingering will resolve themselves, either through closure, conversations, or simply fading away naturally. Expect to feel more selective about who you spend time with and who you're romantically open to. Your standards aren't becoming impossible. They're becoming aligned with the extraordinary love that's approaching. You might find yourself turning down dates or relationships that would have seemed acceptable before, but now feel misaligned with your soul's truth. Your creativity and inspiration are going to flourish. Twin flame activations often trigger artistic expression, spiritual insights, or sudden clarity about your life purpose. You might feel called to write, paint, sing, dance, or express yourself in ways that feel completely natural yet new. You're going to start receiving preparation downloads, sudden insights about love, relationships, communication, or healing that will prepare you to be the partner your twin flame needs. Physically, you might notice changes in your appearance or energy. Your eyes might seem brighter, your skin might have a new radiance, or you might feel inspired to change something about your appearance, not to be someone else, but to be more authentically who you are in this moment. Most importantly, you're going to start feeling a deep sense of anticipation and excitement about your future, even if you can't logically explain it. Remember, your twin flame is experiencing their own version of these changes. They're becoming more magnetic, more intuitive, more open to love, all in preparation for meeting you. Feel this activation reaching its peak now, building to a crescendo of magnetic power that's about to change everything in your romantic reality. Every word, every intention, every energetic shift has been building to this moment. Right now, as you feel this energy pulsing through every cell of your being, your twin flame is feeling it too. Wherever they are in this world, whatever they're doing in this moment, something inside them is stirring. The universe is now moving mountains to bring you together. Every decision you make from this moment forward will be guided by an invisible intelligence working tirelessly to orchestrate your meeting. Can you feel it building? This magnetic pull that's becoming impossible to ignore? Your twin flame is being drawn to you like iron to a magnet, like the ocean to the shore, like two galaxies destined to merge. Your meeting is no longer a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that when is approaching faster than you can imagine. Days, weeks, maybe months, but not years, not lifetimes. This lifetime soon. The activation you've received today has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped, cannot be reversed, and will not be denied. Your twin flame is searching for you just as intensely as you've been searching for them. They felt that empty space in their heart, that sense that someone important is missing from their life. And now, thanks to this, that searching is about to end. Their soul knows you're coming. Their heart is preparing to recognize you. Their entire being is getting ready to say, finally, there you are. And when you meet, you will meet. It will be unmistakable. The recognition will be instant. The connection will be undeniable. When in the past, if you might meet your twin flame, you kind of know they are, but now, because of this activation, we've made it very clear. Everything in your life will suddenly make sense. Every heartbreak you've experienced, every relationship that didn't work out, every moment of loneliness, it was all preparing you for this. It was all leading you to your twin flame. When that moment comes, when your eyes meet for the first time, when your souls recognize each other across whatever space separates you, the entire universe will exhale in satisfaction. This is what it's been waiting for. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what your twin flame has been waiting for. Feel the anticipation build now, the excitement coursing through your veins. Feel the absolute knowing that your greatest love story is about to begin, your greatest connection. Your twin flame is out there being guided to you right now. The magnetic connection is complete. The activation is locked in. Your twin flame reunion is now inevitable. Get ready for the most extraordinary love of your life, because it's coming for you, and nothing in this universe can stop it now. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. And welcome to The Reality Revolution. Hello, it's Brian Scott. And I'm beyond excited to finally announce a live, in-person, 3-day event that I'm hosting in Los Angeles on November 21st through the 23rd. And when you walk away from this event, your life will be changed forever. Whatever it is that you're looking for right now, if you need to heal from something, to find the love of your life, to find wealth, to find your purpose, to ascend, to evolve, whatever that is, whatever your desire, this event is designed to bring that to you. There is a timeline available for you where you can live the very best life that you could ever imagine, where everything is always working out for you. And this event is designed to shift you into that reality and make it something tangible and real that you experience. I promise you that this will change your life.